be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from home.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. 54. Let's go. Shit. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Right on.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
On the toss, Mixon. Oh, he shifts past him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Harper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They run with Hines. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Break. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut. General West. Check.
Rudolph on third down. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Ready. Mike 54. I got it. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Look at me. Go on. Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Right there. 54. Hey, Foxtrot. Go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Five.
Operating from the gun. Harper. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Hilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
On the double. Squeeze. Roll out.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 23 yards to pick up there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, Haywood! Check my 40. Check my 50.
They'll run on first down. Hines, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Fair. Hey, Delta. Slam. Watch safety three. Safety three.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Five. Check three.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Rock it. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 5-4.
2nd and 5. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Ooh, the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, Harper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, wahoo! He don't want it. And on the side.
Throwing again. Harper. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
80 weapon. Hey, high 7. 54.
From the gun, Harper. He gets it to Brown, complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Jim.
On 1st down, Mixon. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Operating from the gun, Harper. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Harper. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rudolph. And this one complete to Smith. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Gator. Check back. Hey, Charlie. Check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Go. Hey, Echo. Mike's 54. Let's go, Tyler.
Throwing to start the drive. Harper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mixon with it. And an alley run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll run here with Mixon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
You don't see me in your nightmare.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 3rd down, Harper. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Exit. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Rudolph. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Ready up.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the counter. It's Hines. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
This is Hines. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
10 Lobo.
54 Mike. Good track.
Go teams. Deep grip.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
90 Wolf. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Go. Hey, Steve 6.
Check. Crunch.
Come.
Check 99.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Rudolph on first down. He's got Smith here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Squeeze.
Check. Kill.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Wide, 61, matchbox, light. Let's go.
Now it's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Got it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Bravo.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Now.
Off the play fake. Harper. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Harper. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Well, give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You can't stop me.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Operating from the gun. Harper. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The throw right sideline here is complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Showing up. Check. Lucky.
Look at me. Go. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready.
Check my 40. Let's go, let's go. Back, back, back. Begin.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Down. 18 Gator.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, General West.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Topper.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Go. Now.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harper. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Ready? 8-3.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
50, plant.
54. Let's go. Under crunch.
80 weapon.
Fifty-four is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 55.
On 1st down, Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Hey, box drop. Shoot.
On 1st down, Harper. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rudolph looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
On 2nd down now. Mixon, and forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tighten up, tighten. Wrist on travel.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph, complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the pass. Pilot, 64, weak.
Looking to throw on second down. Harper, he's going to go up top, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, high 7, 61, matchbox light.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Rudolph. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Rudolph going to throw again. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Rudolph looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go.
Here we go on 4th, Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.